Okay, so. Right.
I'm expecting a call.
Oh, they actually play these guys here. I never heard these guys on the radio before, but I guess that since they're from here.
Who's that?
What's their faces? What are they called? Yeah, the Danny Warhols.
I guess the bassist.
I don't know who it was.
One of the members of the Danny Warhols DJs here once in a while.
Oh, really? So that must be why they're playing it. Yeah.
Maybe they own it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess that could be the case. So, could you state your name?
My name is Hollis Knight Coates.
And you lived in Ypsilanti for a little while?
Yeah, I lived there for about 9 years. Should I look at the camera or you?
You can look at me.
Both?
Yeah, both. If you could just do one eye at me, one eye at the camera. And so you were there for 9 years. Why did you move to Ypsi in the first place?
When I graduated high school, I thought it would be a good idea to go to college. And Eastern Michigan University was the only one who would take me.
Okay, so you're from Michigan? Mm-hmm. Whereabouts?
Onaway, Michigan.
Adelaide?
Onaway?
Onaway?
Onaway.
Onaway to what? Is that everyone says that? Yeah, that's it.
It's,
where is it?
A little bit south of the bridge.
Okay. So 9 years. You went there to college. Did you graduate?
I did not.
You did not. What were you studying?
General studies.
Mm-hmm. And why did you drop out?
It wasn't for me. Couldn't bring myself to go to class after a while.
Yeah. So you stuck it out. So after you dropped out, you stayed another 6 years, 7 years.
Well, I had about 4 freshman years.
Okay. And then why did you ultimately decide to leave the state?
It's something I've been kicking around for a while. Not a huge fan of the Michigan winter.
Yeah.
Would be the main reason.
Yeah. So why did you choose Portland?
Not really sure. I've been here a couple times before and I really like it. Got friends here, got family here.
Oh, you have family here?
My sister moved here a few months ago.
What does she do?
She works in some office.
Mm-hmm. Are you living with her, or you have your own place now? Or?
I got my own place.
And
I
what
live with Ethan and a couple other dudes.
And what are you going to do? What do you do? Are you still trying to find something?
Yeah, haven't found anything yet.
Yeah, the economy here is pretty bad, I think. I mean, not compared to Michigan, maybe, but
right.
I mean...
Yeah, it doesn't seem too hard to find a job if you actually go out and look for one. Mm-hmm. Not quite there yet.
So do you ever think you'll move back to Michigan, or do you think this is...
Not anytime soon.
Yeah. So what did you think about, I mean...
Unless my mom gets a chance.
So, I mean, I don't want you to burn any bridges or anything, but I think it's interesting to have people's perspective after they've lived in Ypsi for a while and then they've left, as to, like, what they... If they can say honestly, like, what they thought of the town, or what could have been better, or, you know, what disappointed them. I don't know if you feel like saying that or not.
Yeah, I mean, I love Ypsilanti. Most of my friends are there. Had a lot of great times there. But it also seems like it's a place where ideas go to die. You know, there's a lot of people with a lot of great ideas, not really doing anything about it. Not that I'm any different.
So, do you have an example? I mean, there's some people that are doing cool stuff, but you mean it just doesn't? They don't ever make it out of Ypsilanti, or what do you mean it dies there? I mean, people do good work there, I think,
that's
but it
true. There's like a lot of really smart people who I think really aren't living up to their potential.
But do you think it's the place's fault?
That happens anywhere, but I think it's kind of a vacuum too, as far as that goes.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess there aren't a lot of people that have made it out, like at least like in a national sense. Like, you know, occasionally, I guess some bands made it out of Ann Arbor, but I don't know. You know, I don't know how many bands made it out of Ypsi, or how many artists make it out of Ypsi and do anything that's recognized outside of the area. But
or Michigan, really.
Yeah. I mean, you had the Stooges, the MC5, and the, you know.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah. What's his face? Kid Rock and Eminem.
They're cool.
I guess so. Yeah. So what else did you, I mean, so your town was probably a smaller town than Ypsi, the town you came from?
Yeah.
So when you first came to Ypsi, it was like the big city, or was it like...
Yeah, I guess that's another reason why I ended up leaving, is it started to feel a lot more like a small town in Ypsilanti. It started to remind me of Onaway.
Yeah. It's just weird. It seems like things are kind of cyclical in a way. Like it seems like a lot of people are leaving right now. I think that's one of the reasons I wanted to start talking to people about why they were leaving, just to kind of get a sense of it. I think I know. I mean, from my perspective, I know why I left. I moved away twice from Ypsi, and I know why I did in both cases. And it was stuff that I don't know that the city could have changed or helped. Like, there's nothing that I think, like, there could have been a more vibrant scene, and maybe that would have maybe made me stay a little bit. But some things you just don't change. It's like, it's still a relatively small town, and you know, even if it doubled or quadrupled in size, it's still gonna be a small town. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I mean, and I think when people get to a certain age, they want to maybe date people outside of a pool of 20 people or something. So I think a lot of it is just people looking for mates and looking for, like, it's hard. I mean, it's hard for a small town to sustain, you know, young creative people, I think. What would have made Ypsi better?
Yeah, for me, I guess if it was bigger and warmer.
Just more people and better weather? Yeah. Why didn't you go to Florida or somewhere with, like, really hot weather?
I'm probably going to go to Florida next.
You think that's where you'll go? You'll end up? I don't like Florida.
It's alright.
Yeah. Why do you like Florida?
Because it's warm and sunny.
Yeah.
Probably do a year in Florida and then...
Maybe you could, like, winter in Florida and summer in Portland. Have homes in both. Travel between the two.
Yeah, apparently it's really nice in Portland in August.
Yeah, I think my friend that lives out here was telling me that there were only like a handful, like 6 days where things freeze in the whole winter, which is pretty nice. So, do you have a message for the people of Ypsilanti?
No.
You don't want to say anything to them?
No.
The people that might miss you at the store, the people that might miss going to your shows. There's no.
Well, I mean, you can always come to Portland and visit.
Yeah.
Email me.
Are you going to play out here?
Yeah, that's the idea. We're gonna
Under a different name or same name? Or?
Same name. Find some people on Craigslist that look like.
Oh, you're actually going to put up pictures of the former members and have people that look like the former members? That's nice. You have a lot of members to. There are people out here that look like that, though. I mean, the guys that were in your band are pretty Portlandy looking guys, I think.
Yeah.
So I think that should be pretty easy. So who do you have? You moved out with somebody else came with you, but he's only staying for. Was it John? Did John move out here?
John didn't move out here. That's Steve. He plays the guitar solo.
Okay.
He moved out here. He's gonna continue to do that. Then Ethan here is gonna play the iPhone drums.
Okay.
And then yeah, we still got some cracks to fill in.
So who are the cracks you're looking to fill in?
We're probably gonna need a bass guitar and 3 colored girls to sing the harmonies.
And who did that in Ypsi? I don't remember seeing them.
It was Logan.
Okay. So you're looking for a colored girl that looks like Logan? That might be a little more difficult to find. Yeah.
It's a big city.
Yeah, it is a big city. You got a lot of choices. Yeah. So was there any sadness at all about leaving or not? It was just the right time.
Of course, there's a little sadness. You know, I mean, all my friends are there, but it's a small world nowadays.
Yeah.
We keep in touch.
Yeah. Are you gonna come back and tour sometime? Come through?
Hopefully.
Yeah. And you said your mom still lives in Onaway? So you'll probably be back at some point.
Yeah.
Just to pass through. Yeah. It's just weird. It seems like it feels like there should be more people doing stuff in Ypsi. Well, you've got a small group of people that do interesting things, and you've got a bunch of people that kind of support that activity. But the people that are doing interesting things there should be more of those people.
Right.
And I don't know how you make more people do that kind of stuff. Like,
Do you care if I walk her over to show her to the girls?
like I think you know, and there are certain people that kind of make things happen, and I think like you made your little scene kind of happen, and then there were, like there was like James Marks who made something happen around Beachy Kids, and then there was Andy Garris and Hassan kind of making something happen around Woodruff's, and like there's Naya and Patrick making things happen around Dreamland, or Patrick doing all these other little projects. But it just seems like a lot of those little pieces are kind of going away, or like moving. I mean, I don't
There's
expect.
definitely not as much activity going on as there was even like 2 or 3 years ago. I don't think. But I don't know. Maybe it's just getting older.
Yeah, it's probably cyclical. I mean, there are probably other people that are coming into the college that'll drop out.
We need to hang out on campus more.
I need to hang out on campus at EMU and recruit people to do interesting stuff. I mean, it's kind of like one of those things where you don't really want to recruit people because the kind of people you want people that are motivated to do things on their own. You don't want to have to make somebody do something.
Shut up! I like that. That's my favorite customer right there.
So.